afternoon from Los Angeles and happy Thursday. It's Alyssa Corum here. I'm joined by Ken Shreve. And Ken, we're going to get to the market action. But first, tell us about the three growth stocks that saw some pretty nice moves on earnings.
Yeah, it was another big day of earnings, and we've got a lot more after the close today. But we'll take a look at three movers today, up strongly on earnings in the semiconductor group. Qorvo, medical products firm. I almost said Regeneron. Repligen, RGEN, and also Teladoc, TDOC.
Yeah, it's just a running joke now, I guess,
It's
in-house.
just I know we joked
Yeah,
about it this morning, and
we did. There we
now everybody
go.
keeps making the mistake.
All right. Well, fair enough. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq, which finished up 0.4% in a mixed session. The S&P 500 down 0.4%, and the Dow down about 0.9% for the day. But some pretty nice support at that ever faithful, as it turned out so far in this rally, 21-day moving average for the Nasdaq here, Ken.
Yeah, it was, the Nasdaq was down 1.2% intraday. We had a couple of pieces of economic data before the open. We had, GDP actually came in a little better than expected, but it's still contracted about 32% or so in the second quarter. And also jobless claims came in a little better than expected. But the Nasdaq quickly found its footing. Like I said, down 1.2% intraday, and it ends with a nice gain here up near session highs. And the Dow S&P under some pressure today, but oil prices were down. So you had a lot of energy stocks that have been lagging the market. They lagged again today, and financials were also weak, but a great day again for growth stocks.
Yeah, that's for sure. And so we'll check those out, starting out with Qorvo, QRVO in the chip space, a solid gain here, almost 12%, gapping up on that quarterly earnings report and a bullish outlook to boot, Ken, closing close to session highs today.
Yeah, well, you often hear about Qualcomm mentioned as a 5G chip stock, and Qualcomm had not another, but had a big breakout today. Qorvo also firmly entrenched in the 5G chip market, and this was just a solid breakout. We looked at the 5-minute bar this morning on IBD Live, and just by the early trading in the stock, it looked like this one was going to be able to hold gains and trade well, and that's exactly what happened today.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And also, of course, with a big move up 12%, getting that relative strength line spiking into new high ground and nice volume as well. Also good to see. And moving on, let's take a look at Repligen, RGEN. This stock moving out of a cut base on its earnings report, up 9% today, Ken, and some nice acceleration on the bottom line there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Really just a fundamental superstar here with a good track record of earnings and sales growth. And this was a nice earnings report. Repligen's in a very interesting business. They make a variety of bioprocessing products that are basically helping customers fast track some of their COVID-19 vaccines and therapies. So, and they've also are seeing very strong demand from Asia too. So this was just a solid breakout. The market's been running higher for a while, but each day you seem to get powerful breakouts. More of them emerge, and Repligen was a good one today.
And what do you make of where this one closed? Because it did have a strong day, up 9%, but it looks like it closed right in the top of that 5% buy range. If investors watching the show happen to miss out on Repligen today, perhaps could it also be actionable come Friday?
Well, yeah, I mean, so we always like to see follow through after an initial breakout. So it would be nice to see Repligen extend gains tomorrow. But you're right, that 144.03 buy point and where the stock closed today at 151.25 thereabouts is it's probably right at the top of that 5%. Buy zone. So, it's pretty common for stocks to come back or retest buy points. So that could happen with Repligen, but I don't know. I mean, with the gap up in price and a little follow through, depending if it does follow through tomorrow, that's argued stock's probably still actionable. Yeah.
Yeah, but just to make sure out there, folks, you're not buying stocks that are too extended. Important to get them at the right time, which is why we've been talking all the while about how important it is to have that earnings season battle plan. And keep stocks like Repligen that were setting up in basis ahead of their reports on your radar. So that way you can be ready to act if and when they do break out. And Teladoc would also be in that camp, TDOC, which we've been keeping this one on our radar. And it gained also 9% today in above average volume. But this one took a little while to warm up in the early going. But once it did get going, it just continued to extend gains really throughout the session.
Yeah, well, this one also got attention on IBD Live this morning. It was initially not a great reaction to earnings, but the stock quickly firmed up, and then it started to strengthen. And here we can give you a little chance to draw a little trend line here, Ali,
Oh,
which
yep.
You do so well on the
Yeah, let's
on the
go for it.
daily chart here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we call that a little mini trend line. But as soon as
Hmm.
it became clear that this was going to, try to break out with conviction over this trend line, we actually increased the position a little bit on leaderboard, brought it up to a half position, and very wasn't quite sure. I didn't really understand the stock's reaction when it was down on the report because it had significant sales beat and significantly raised
Hmm.
sales and earnings guidance. So it seemed to be a pretty good report. On-demand healthcare services doing very well right now.
That's right. And I just want to check in on a couple of the stocks that have earnings out after the close today. Some really big tech names, just to see what the early reaction is. Amazon, it looks like it's up about 4.6%. Early initial reaction to that report. We also have Facebook with its numbers out after the close. That one also up about 5% here. And let's also check in on Apple. That one up about 1% as of right now. But you could be sure that we will have all of the latest on those reports over at investors.com. So make sure you check that out so you can get our take on the numbers as well as the stock reaction. And there will definitely be plenty to talk about tomorrow morning on IBD Live.
No question. It's been a very, very busy week of earnings, and today was very busy. After our session, also busy. So lots of fodder for IBD Live on Friday.
That's right. Yeah, those three. That was just a taste of
Just a taste.
yeah,
You
what's
didn't, and you didn't,
happening right now.
you didn't even mention Vertex Pharmaceuticals. There's another one to talk
I
about.
didn't. I
Oh,
didn't. So yeah, we'll have to
hard to
check
keep
in
up with
on
them all.
that. Yeah, exactly. That well, Vertex. It looks like it's up a little under 2% right now, but we'll definitely check in on all these and more tomorrow morning on IBD Live. So make sure you tune in at investors.com/IBD Live. That's our daily morning live stream where our experts are sharing their screens, analyzing breakouts, and talking about how you should be approaching your portfolio given the changing market conditions. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow to cap off the week.